was just perfectly one or the other. They rewrote the engine from scratch altogether to make a better world gen for both editions. But imagine if instead of doing that, they used the world gen from the better edition on the worst edition. That might be better in some ways, but imagine if they'd done the thing where they took the worst version of Minecraft and made that the default world gen. I think a good example of this might be that a lot of people really like the way skins work on Bedrock. You can have 3D elements on them, you can have all sorts of character customization things on here. Imagine if they took the Java customization and put it on Bedrock. That would be ludicrous, it would be throwing away a lot of work, but that's something they did with regards to the players for reasons that aren't even immediately clear. In fact, I'm sure Mojang has many voices in their team from people playing Java because it's the edition that introduced many to this beautiful world filled with air, grass, and lava. However, I think it might be missed that many players didn't, and the Xbox 360 or an iPad are the locations of their formative memories. Even someone who started playing Bedrock 2 years ago doesn't deserve to have some of their favorite things about the game removed, and I think that's something we should all be able to get behind. It doesn't matter how long you've been playing this game, if it is one of your favorites and you put hours into it every day, I think your opinion is worth listening to. But it does seem, as a Bedrock player, that the overwhelming majority of voices that are heard are Java Edition ones. When there is a bug spotted on Java that breaks some redstone or farm contraption, it ends up being fixed near immediately, even if the feature that they were working on was intended, because they do believe on having a very healthy community. When it comes to Bedrock, it feels like there will be a big feature, and many people might say that they don't want it, but that doesn't stop it from just being removed. It feels as though the Java development is an active engagement with the community, whereas the Bedrock process is just telling the community what they like, and they're going to have to deal with it. This actually does have some benefits of development, but I think it's not the way that most people want the game to be developed, and that's why this open letter is here. It's because I think there are all sorts of issues with the idea of removing things in the name of parity. In fact, if you think removing things just because they're not on one edition and they are on the other is a good idea, remove emotes from the game, or the funky marketplace button because it's only on one edition and not the other, or remove hardcore from the Java edition. If instead Minecraft is two good games and there's a lot of great features that are on one but not the other, I think there should be a rule that something shouldn't ever be removed from one edition for the sake of it, even if there is absolutely no way it can be added to the other edition, and so it's absolutely required that it be removed at some point. I think there is zero way this should take priority over the actual parity issues. An example of this that Mojang has been very pragmatic about is the differing redstone between Bedrock and Java. The Bedrock redstone is the way they intend it to be, but they're leaving the Java community with their air quotes broken redstone because that's what the players on that edition want. Maybe when they fixed every other parity issue that exists in the game, they can come back and deal with redstone, but I think until then it should definitely take priority. And in fact, if I was going to give my open letter a short enough format that it could fit in just 4 bullet points, maybe something that could be easily shared on social media, here is what I think the community would put in them. One is that parity should be a priority only when it adds new features, not when it removes them. Removing features for parity is just wasting everybody's time, and that's because adding features to the edition which don't have the feature is better than removing them from the version with. I don't think you can take any exclusive feature from Bedrock or Java and say that it would be better to remove it from one than add it to the other. The only way this makes sense is if your idea of equity or equality is seeing one person who has $5, one person who has $1, and saying the only way for them to be equal is to take $4 away from the guy with 5, and it's like, no, there's a much better solution to that. You could give both, you could get them both down to 3, or you could take the guy at 1 up to 5. That is much better. Everyone would rather be richer, I'm pretty sure at least. Anyway, the third point is that the community can't decide everything in the game. This is something I think it's important for us to admit. However, I think that maybe we should be the voice on a parity call. Is something parity or a bug, or is it something that needs to be removed or added? Please ask the community, ask the people playing the game, pouring our lives into it, rather than just assuming, I bet we should just do it and see what happens later. And if the plan is to do it and see what happens later, please listen when people say, by and large, even the person who creates the bug report, that this is not a thing that's wanted. Now is the time, supposedly, for 1.20.10 to go through the community process. Please just listen to what we think. That can include people who believe the recipe is bad, but also it can include people who think the other way. Listen to both sides and have some form of community engagement, some form of, listening to people if you're going to do something that is actively removing. Also, please fix the horse boat, the wind Windswept Savannah and the Cobweb crafting recipe, you know, you might argue that if you added these features, it would be an exclusive and so a parity issue, but in that case, ask the Java players if they want it, because they can have it too. Maybe give them a, you know, like an experimental snapshot with it and see what they think. I think these are all no-brainers that I've yet to see a single person say, oh yeah, Minecraft would be so much better if we didn't have them, because again, unlike say, you know, if they made a change to iron golems that made them double as strong, that would be beneficial to some people and worse for others. If they made a change to the combat system, then that would change the way people play the game in positive and negative ways, but there are some features that just seem like no-brainers. So with that said, I hope that anyone from Mojang has at least given this a listen. If you disagree, that is actually something I would love to hear too. I do not mind the idea of just floating ideas, but what I don't like is when the entire community has one opinion and there's no explanation as to what happens there. So any amount of communication on this one, any amount of explaining that actually this would really break something big planned in the future, whatever it is, I would love to hear it. But for now, if any of these 4 things were taken to heart, this video would have felt entirely worthwhile to me. My channel is clearly dedicated to doing weird, wacky things in the Bedrock edition of the game, but also informing people about it, and one of the weird side roles we've taken on is fighting to make it better. I think that Bedrock is a great version of the game. It's not the weird mobile spin-off, but actually one of the really valid ways to play, and so please subscribe if you want to support more of this happening. It is something that I think is important, and if you do too, I'd appreciate any form of support or sharing of this video, because if I could just get one person from Mojang to listen to this, I would feel as though we'd done something good for the Bedrock version of the game. Anyway, to keep this short, I'm going to end now. Thank you for watching, and let's listen to some Relic again, actually. A mob in 1.20, but I feel like not everyone knows just how tricky it can be to get a pair of them, and so today I figured it'd be fun to speedrun it, just to maybe show the process to some, but also to be a fun speedrun for others, because I like silly speedruns in Minecraft. You probably know that about me by now, and so today I figured I would test it out with the sniffer, and indeed the sniffer egg, which as best I know, we just have to obtain by hoping we get one in the world. So this is my challenge. Oh no, my controller didn't connect in time. Let's, one sec. We gotta restart that timer real quick, because, you know, I connected the controller, figured it connected at the right time. Anyway, this is the challenge, this is the world, and oh no, it's still not. It was there a second ago. Okay, well anyway, hello my BX Toy Cat, and I guess we're doing keyboard and mouse time. And this is a desert temple, and this is next to it, I believe, a big cat.
to the Twitch controls my PC stream. Please do exclamation mark help in chat to get the commands, and also do exclamation mark rules to get the rules for controlling the PC. Welcome to the Twitch controls my PC stream. Please do exclamation mark help in chat to get the commands, and also do exclamation mark rules to get the rules for controlling the PC.
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift cards from Roblox. Just sign up for Microsoft Rewards, then search, play, and shop on Edge, Xbox, Bing, and other Microsoft products every day. You'll earn Microsoft
Grammarly Go is a product that offers personalized, generative AI assistant. Instead of writing replies from scratch, simply click the Reply Quickly button. Grammarly Go will give you a summary of what the email you got is about and give you a few different ways to reply. Then click the reply you want to go with, Grammarly Go will generate it, you can adjust the reply with a click of a button until you're happy with it, and then just insert it into your email. You can also highlight specific parts of the email you want help with. Click the Improve It button, and then you can use Grammarly Go to improve it from there. And the best part is that this AI tool is even available on Grammarly's free tier. You're going to be amazed at what you can do with Grammarly Go.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Todd, Southern Sipper. I am back on the front porch. We're not going to do a beer today. What do we got? We got something different. It is Dr. Dank Orange Delta 8 soda. I did a review not long ago, and I'll throw that up. I'll throw a link there. I'll put it in the description of one I did. Was Crescent 9 Delta 9 soda, hemp derived THC, they like to say. Legal in all 50 states. Now, unfortunately, in Alabama where I live, our state has deemed Delta 9 not worthy of sale here. So I can get all the Delta 8 stuff I ever wanted, but not Delta 9. The two are a different isomer, apparently. Well, obviously, from what I've read in my homework, 9 being a bit more potent than 8. This can has 50 milligrams of Delta 8, and I think it's 180 calories, and that's all from sugar. So it is naturally sweetened. It's also going to be artificially colored. If you want to ask curious how I know that, well, that's how. I mean, and get it like that, naturally. It smells like orange. Now, it does say OG Kush terpenes on the can. Definitely feel like I can smell the terpenes on there. I don't know what else. And now, when I did the Crescent 9, I took a break from filming and let it sit for a bit, since that was the first one I ever did. Hey, here comes there's Sophie, who loves to not look at the camera. And came back out and talked about it. I'm not going to do that with this one. I'll talk about that when I do the next one. I've got 3 of these. I got orange, grape, and cola flavored. I also have a seltzer. Forget the name of it. But it's 25 milligrams of Delta 8 instead of 50. You know what? That's pretty good. You can definitely tell the I want to say I can taste the terpenes. For my last couple of years in South Carolina, I was actually a industrial hemp grower, and got pretty well familiar with the plants and yeah, I can definitely taste the terpenes in that now. There's an aftertaste, and that's what that is. And then
it's not terrible.
We moved back to Alabama. Obviously, we weren't growing here, and kind of the dog's over there being funny. Kind of fell out of the loop and on what was going on with everything, and the whole Delta 8 and Delta 9 stuff emerged. One second.
Your thing there is all going that direction. It's all
Well,
going out there.
I'm not getting bit, so we
not bad.
were discussing the thermocell. So I kind of got out of the loop on all the latest greatest extracts and isomers and all that kind of stuff. And Delta 8 and Delta 9, and apparently there's a 0 now or a 10. I don't know. It's the kind of thing I'm going to have to do a little more homework on. Is a new development since I was growing. Now, this is actually pretty pleasant. I mean, I could drink another one of these. The biggest reason I'm doing these is I rather enjoyed the whole experience with that Delta 9. I mean, it definitely had some intoxicating effects. I mean, I was super relaxed and zoned out, and was really just chill. Had the house to myself, and was able to just sit back and think about what was going on. If I could buy those here, I would do it. I imagine I could probably order them. I mean, it's legal in all 50 states. It's just Alabama has decided not to allow them Delta 9 to be sold in the dispensaries. You know, I could do gummies, but I'm a drinker. I like to whole sit down and enjoy a beverage. Now, granted, an orange soda is not, that's not typically the kind of thing I would go for. But what I do plan on doing is maybe tomorrow I'll do the grape or the cola. I don't know. Might do the I've got that seltzer. Might do that. So it might be a good idea to do the seltzer and see the difference between 25 and 50 milligrams. But I will in that video discuss what sort of effect this Delta 8 soda may or may not have. The original plan was to talk about my experience with said Delta 8 Dr. Dank orange soda in a subsequent video. However, I feel like I should probably insert a bit of a PSA in here at this point in the video. So we're going to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for that. Let me just say this, full disclosure, I am very inexperienced with, you know, these sorts of things. As I mentioned, I did grow hemp and I have used you know, this broad spectrum CBD for joint inflammation, stuff like that. I love it. It's great for all that. Delta 8's a different animal. I found out the hard way, boys and girls, that 50 milligrams is a lot. I mean a lot. And I chugged that damn thing down like, you know, it was nothing. I drank it, it was right at 6 o'clock. And by 6:30, you know, the old fart was high. I mean high. By 7 o'clock, it was over. I mean, I was absolutely just ripped. I mean, I was stoned to the gills. I haven't been that high since I was a very young man, and I'm a very old man now. I can't even, it's been a long time since I was as drunk as I was high. After I drank that, you know, I went in and laid down on the couch, or, you know, found myself laying on the couch. And, you know, I was supposed to make club sandwiches for dinner for me and Mrs. Sipper. Well, I got up to do it. She was busy doing some other stuff. I opened up the refrigerator and honest to God, I couldn't put it together. I stared in there at the refrigerator and just, you know, okay, what do I need? And then I just decided, you know what, I don't think it's worth the effort. So I went and got back on the couch and was trying to watch John Wick. John Wick 3 was on. Couldn't follow it. Is there really a plot line to John Wick 3? Not really. You know, just kill him before he kills me. Got kind of lost. Couldn't do it. It was, I'm not going to say it was an unpleasant affair, but it was just way too much for me. But that's the inexperience that I have in this particular realm. And, you know, I mean, I was absolutely destroyed. To invoke an old redneck comedian, because I am a bit of a redneck, Jeff Foxworthy, I could not have fished. I couldn't have done it. Car just went by and turned on my motion sensor light. But anyway, you know, my wife came in and said, hey, did you eat? I've been busy. Did you? No, I just really, I couldn't be bothered with making the sandwich. She asked me, would you like me to make you one? I told her no. I really just don't even want to sit up to eat it. So she made me a PB&J so I could basically stay in a prone position and eat. It was just the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life. So, you know, let's just suffice it to say that I've still got the 25 milligram seltzer to go through, and I still have 2 more of the 50 milligram sodas to go through. Be metering that out. it's going to be a, do the math, 12 ounces, 50 milligrams. How many milligrams do I think, how many milligrams do I think I need? Because it ain't 50. I did, a day late and a dollar short, wake up the next morning, still high, and looked up, common amounts, common dosage, and for a beginner like myself, was 5 to 10 milligrams. Well, only did 10 times that, just threw back 50. The moderate consumer was, 15 to 20, and, the daily, very experienced type of person was 45. They didn't even make it to 50 on that, so it's 45 plus, but I feel like I dodged a bullet, because when I went to the website to look it up, look some stuff up, they make a 100 milligram version. I'm not sure, where we'd have gone from there. But Jesus. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I feel like it's important information. So enjoy the rest of your regularly scheduled programming. I'm not going to go into all the flavor profiles on this like I would, an ale. It's a pretty typically flavored orange soda with a little bit of that terpene bite. You can definitely tell that's there. I rather like it. So, all that being said, this is a pretty nice little soda. I'll discuss, what sort of effects it may or may not have in a subsequent video involving a second soda. It just seems odd to get on here and do this as quickly, because I've really been dragging on of late. So, but anyway, I'm gonna sign off on this one, and whatever kind of beverages you prefer, whether it's this sort of thing or if it's a whiskey or beer, everybody please enjoy those types of beverages responsibly. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Almost forgot. Comment. Still trying to hit 100 by the end of this year. Probably not going to happen, but we'll see. And so I don't, it just seems odd. This is a different product for me. So anyway, this is Todd signing off. Until next time.
last third of yesterday and like an hour of today. But other than that, like I don't understand why. I shouldn't like this at all. This game is not great. It was coffee. Yeah. Because we were here and we had copyrighted music. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Playing copyrighted music is pretty fucking great. I wish I could do it all the time, but alas, not a good idea. You would slay Mario 64. I mean, I'm probably gonna do soon-ish a week where it's like trying to beat my old Mario Odyssey PB. So I think that'd be fun. Of like 1 week, and then I drink my own urine. Just kidding. That's illegal. That's not allowed on Twitch. I'll just drink lemonade. If I can't beat it in 1 week, right? That's the plan. Maybe I'll do that the next couple weeks.
Let's see that GPT do that.
That guy's too afraid of birds and bees. You streaming anything else? No. Not good. I just feel like it'd be really, really, really funny.
My coffee, machine washing.
Don't we all? I just feel like it'd be really funny if instead of County. Yeah, we'll probably do some sequel to that at some point. And there is going to be the Pajama Sam video coming out soon-ish. So you can watch, instead of having to watch an entire, like, 7-hour stream, you only have to watch almost 3 hours of video. We've really made it easy for you. Well, the actual game was only 7.
He's spent hundreds of hours on the Mario Party All Mini Games Master difficulty. He beat Ludwig and was the WR holder for a while before this game. It would be impactful.
Yeah, I don't have that time. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'll try to get a sense of how much. I'll look at the speedrun for this. I'll see. I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun to grind it. Okay. Please watch the world record. I will. I'm gonna call it for today, but this was enjoyable, but if coffee becomes a thing, I will leave forever. Nah, this will be a one-time thing. Coffee will be a very rare occasion. Like a treat. Like, I quit coffee 2 years ago. I don't have coffee or caffeine anymore. So just like in real life, it'll be a very rare treat. Thanks. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll probably do that tonight or tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna rate Coney. If y'all are not aware, Coney is a wonderful streamer who does lots of Smash Bros. Things, but lots of other things. Who we streamed with before, if you're not familiar. Coney's great. He is also playing this game. And I would like you to respectfully, without spamming excessively, only 1 or 2 messages, and then start hanging out and, you know, doing whatever he's participating in, whatever he's doing. Let him know, oh my god, Omega Lol, you're all the way down here. Wow, I can't believe this. Doug beat this so much faster. Doug's already at the top. Omega Lol, I can't believe this. Don't spam it. Just 1 or 2 messages. But he does need to know that this is a pretty Omega Lol moment, that he's all the way down at the Jesus hand. Unbelievable. Oh my god. All right, cool. Have a good one. I will be back tomorrow. Normal-ish time, I think like 1 or 2 p.m. Thanks for watching. Today and yesterday were very stupid, very fun, appreciate it. All right, goodbye, y'all. Have a good one.
Dumbass game. Chat's trying to gaslight me into taking the bed, but I'm not doing it. I'm not taking the bed. I know that shit's fake. Keep following. Look at the follow. Look at that shit. Keep going. Your name gets to be on the screen. Keep going. Pop it. Pop it. Drop the follow. You get to be on the big screen. Drop those fucking follow. Send the follow. Right now. Streamer. Oh, God. Drop those follows. You get to be on the screen. Look at all those names! I'm gonna say all of them. I'm gonna say every name that's showing up on the stream right now. I'm gonna do it as soon as the raid is over and everybody stops doing this. I can't wait. I can't wait for all the followers to stop so I can say all of them. Don't cheer one bit. You shouldn't be able to fly your way on here. Thank you, Hard Conan, for the prime. Big up. Raiders at 3K subs, he falls off. No. That's not true. I never said that. He's all the way down here. Hold on, wait a minute. First off, I'm donating
Especially because the next 5 kingdoms are gonna be kind of like they're definitely gonna take longer than these 5 to beat Rust. Never do a normal cap throw. Regular ass cap throw. It's not viable. I got trolled again. Oh my god.